And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Lance going to put it up right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Chubb diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. We'll go ahead and strap in. Less than 2 minutes in, and the score on one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. When you give a ball the touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. They can repeat. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive. And the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that play. And once he had it, anyone on the field was going to stop him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. And
they'll go for it. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that complete to Alberto. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 8.
That's good for a Saints. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming the...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance now to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
54 yards rushing for him now, and just his first 3 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. These two... Met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit the Saints and Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's the first half of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A flush to his, and he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Chubb on the counter, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lance going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 40. The 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, it's and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. They're within 7 now, 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run it again with Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Anthony Schwartz
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Once good on the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Chubb fumbled it. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings him third down on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs. He's had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down. Now Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted for that interception there.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead in the fourth.
That's for the extra point. It will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into him as we come up on a big third down.
From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Saints first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one a victory.